Mic check. Mic check. Yep. Copy. Paste. No, not paste. Dang it. Did it backwards, mate. Let's try again. That's what I copper and paste. Home. There we go. Right, okay, I finally got it. Good evening, boys and girls, forensic students from around the world. How you all doing? Nice to see you. I've left my guitar up there. That's not good. Oh wow, this muggy weather keeps changing the notes on my guitar. That's better. Sorry I'm late, I was sleeping. What did I get? I got nearly 4 hours, I think, 5 hours. Yeah. That'll do. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. I said, God, I know. I said, I know I'm wrong. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man. I sat down and knew in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he's satisfied when he's on a drum. In New Orleans, oh mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. I said spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. Hey, Rainy. Well, I got one foot on the platform, the other foot is on that train, and I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. Well, there is this house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many more boys. I said, God, I know. I said, I know I'm wrong. Something like that. Is it Wednesday? I don't know why it feels like Friday. It just does. Pardon me. Last night I dreamt of San Pedro, just like I'd never gone. I knew this song. A young girl with her eyes like the desert. It all seems like yesterday, not far away. Just the beat again. Tropical, the island dreams, all of nature's wild and free. This is where I long to be, la Isla Bonita. And when the samba played, the sun would set so high, ring through my ears, then sting my eyes, my Spanish lullaby. I fell in love with San Pedro. Warm wind carried on the sea, called to me. I can't sing this bit, it's Spanish. I prayed the days would last, but they went so fast. Itchy nose, sorry. Tropical, the island dreams, all of nature's wild and free. This is where I long to be, la Isla Bonita. And when the samba played, the sun would set so high, ring through my ears, then sting my eyes, my Spanish lullaby. I missed it again. I want to be where the sun warms the sky. When it's time for siesta, watch them go by. Beautiful faces, no cares in the world, where a girl loves And a boy loves a girl. Last night I dreamt of sappheiros. It all seems like yesterday, not far away. Mistaken, tropical, the island breeze, all of nature's wild and free. This is where I long to be, La Isla Bonita. And when the samba played, the sun would set so high, ring through my ears, then sting my eyes, my Spanish lullaby. Something like that. I can hear the melody now. I still can't play it right. Keep missing beats. Good evening, forensic students. How are you all? I hope you had a nice day. I've slept. I was up all day. I spoke to an openly changed laddie, with a psychology majors. It said they would have a conversation with me, a recorded one, with the book. That'll be nice. It was like, I'll do it for you to help you along with your research, but I want to pick your brains with a psychology major. That's fine by me. I've already been sat in front of 3 psychiatrists, and they released me because it's fuck. I nearly swore again because there's nothing wrong with me. But the final question that the psychologist asked me, psychiatrist in the nut house, the very last question before they released me was, what shape is the world, Peter? And I'm sat with here and 2 other female psychiatrists who were taking notes, of course, and how I am. She went, before I signed the paper, Peter, what shape is the world? Because for 10 days solid, all they got was flat earth. And I'm telling you now, I stood my ground. I looked straight in the eye and I went, if you think for 1 second that the world is a ball, you need your degrees taken off you and rewriting in liquid diarrhea. You are not descended from monkeys. Space don't exist. I was just on one, absolutely on one. Because compared to the people that were in there, you know, there was people committing suicide that were in there, and people with proper health problems. I was just an everyday normal magician. Everyday friendly neighbourhood children's entertainer, placed in there because I wouldn't use my legal name. That's why I was there. Police couldn't charge me with anything. They wanted to charge me. But for some reason, the policeman who brought me there changed his mind. I was fingerprinted, photographed, and I'd done nothing wrong except not say my name. What doesn't make killers extra stronger? Yeah, I agree, Push. Yeah, I agree. God never sends you anything more than you can handle, right? The almighty high is knowing that there is a grand designer, an architect to this whole world, with all I can imagine. Yeah, the only word for it is heavenly powers, isn't there? Heavenly creative powers. And destructive ones, of course. He already flooded the world when things were out of control. How close do you think we are to that one again? Jesus said, pardon me, Jesus said, as in the days of Noah, right? So the book of Revelation says A lot of trials and tribulations have to be passed before Jesus even comes back, right? What a time to be alive, though, right? So yeah, I'm going to get to have a conversation with Katie again. I'll tell you what did confuse me when they said I was the one that was hiding behind a beard. I think that was their way of saying I'm better looking without a beard. Only to people that are not keen on beards, right? People who are keen on beards, different appraisal, I guess. But I think it was a psychology / psychiatry majors that was at work, you know, wanted to know why I thought the way I did and how I got to this point in my life where we look at people skeletally. I didn't hit her with the moon landings. I did hit her with fake dinosaurs. Oh, reeling. Absolutely reeling on the fake dinosaurs. I didn't get to ask on evolution. I should have done. I had a feeling though that they didn't believe in the monkey story. The monkey / fish story. I mean, the key word in evolution would be, or the keywords would be the missing link. You know, they still haven't found it. Lucy is not a missing link. It was found somehow spread out over half a mile distance. Are you kidding me? Broken bones, the size of an arm, spread out over half a mile, and you managed to find two connecting pieces half a mile apart. Yeah. It's a fish story, folks. That's what it is. See, the thing is, right, that Kate could see, even with only a little bit of training, they made me stop at I didn't even get to skulls. I was still in gates at the start of my book. But in all fairness, they weren't expecting that type of conversation with me. All I was doing was dropping my Auntie Joni back off with a new hearing aids back home, and I saw my cousin, Rainey's daughter, Joni's daughter, sat at the pub, so I thought I'd nip and say hello. Am I on at midnight? Yeah, I will be on at midnight. I saw my cousin sat drinking, so I thought I'd just pop in. It was a nice day. I went in, but I'd missed her. When I'd come back from the hospital with my auntie, I'd missed her. So it was really strange because I saw my other cousin. I ain't seen him for a couple of years. And I shouted out the window, "Yeah, Tracy!" And she was dead happy to see me. But for the life of me, I did not recognise her husband. I've known him all his life, well, all my life, that they've been married. I've known him since he was dating her. And he had an heart attack recently. I didn't even know. Auntie Joni and Rainey said it's to do with the you know what, that thing that I am not allowed to mention. I mean, I can't tell you. we are going to know the truth one day about all of these things. Because everything that's been done in the dark is being brought into the light. And forensics is not a conspiracy theory, is it? It's a proven science. And even Katie knew there was only 2 skeletons. She actually said to me, 100 years from now when they dig us up, they're just going to find a man. And at that point, you know, reality, real reality, kicked in. Apparently, I'm not living in the real reality. Because I'm sporting a beard. I look like Tom Hanks on Castaway. But it's because Kate saw the triangle picture on me. In the book, I'm there, of course I'm there. I'm like, that's me. There's the triangle fitting my face look. Widespread eyes, big lion smile, square jaw, strong thick neck, and a lollipop head, right? I think the FTM side of it is going to shock Kate the most. But now Kate has access to my Facebook, so we can at least chat beforehand. She gets to see all the pictures that she didn't look at today because she was drinking. I think it would have been harder to accept the information that I was showing. And for that, my reference to that is at Christmas time I was sat with a load of drunks, and a few of them, even though they were drunk, like with Raish when he showed pictures to a group of drunken men who were much older than him, even the drunken men were like, that's a bloke, that's a bloke. It's the same thing, right? This person was being bullied just the other day by someone I know. I've known the family a long time. This person's brother was a good friend of mine. His mum and dad are good friends of mine. Because I used to be a barman. I used to serve in pubs all across Grimsby. So I know a lot of people just through being a barman. Before I did the magic and the balloons, I was known across the town as the hyperactive barman. But yeah, this gentleman who is 6'8" is massive. He's the biggest of the brothers, and they were all big brothers. Came out and said, "Oi, you, get out my seat, you little shit," swearing at Kate. And she said for the first time in a long time, she swapped her female voice back to the original male voice. And she said the look on everyone's face. But again, Kate was, I would have said Kate was like, I don't know, she had her heels on, but she was a lot bigger than me when she stood up. The funniest part of that conversation today was she went, "I'm out, I've got my legs out, I'm sunning my legs, look." I was giggling because she stood up and pulled her skirt right up, and she went, "Look at my legs, they've got YQ line ankles." Because I just explained the gait to him. This is why I know it's going to be a funny conversation, because he had a really funny side to him. And he went, "Look at my legs, I've got Y-angled legs, look." And she was pointing her knees in. And I was like, "Yeah, now stand up straight again without bending your knees." I went straighter than pencils. I said, "I told you I don't look at people the same way. I don't talk to people like I would have done when people are out of control or in a chaos way of thinking." What's that saying? When others around you are losing their heads and you keep yours. it's kind of like it's like a wave, isn't it? When you realise God's real, you crest on top of it without a care in the world, right? It's like all the fears that I had. Meteorites can smash into Earth and destroy the Earth. NASA's always claiming, oh, this meteorite, it's a mile wide and it passed within 500 million miles of Earth. All these stories, you know. Planets explode apparently for no apparent reason. Well, planets aren't real, and the word planet, planet, comes from Greek. The world is going to go absolutely crazy when it finds out how much of what it thinks is true is absolute tosh. It's just we've entered La La Land without knowing. Real reality says that your eyeball can only see around about 200 to 300 miles with height, and then everything becomes colour. You can't tell. Like I said before, from Grimsby to London is 180 miles. I can't see London from Grimsby, and even if I went up high enough to be able to see that distance, I wouldn't be able to tell which part of it was London. I'd just be able to point in a general direction. Oh, that's where London should be, but it'd just look green. Like when the balloons go up, you can't tell. You might be able to tell which continent you're looking at if you know geography, but that's it. You can't tell which. You can point to a place and say that's where London should be, but you could be 50, 30, 80, 100 miles out from where it actually is, because you can't see it. Your eyes cannot see or focus that far. And the minute that realisation kicks in for all of them, hello nosy, the minute that whole realisation of the human eyeball is only 1 inch wide and it cannot see 1,000 miles, then how is it seeing 93 million miles to the sun? And science told us at school, oh yeah, it's because it's really, really big. It's 400 times bigger than Earth. Is it? I mean, if I was to do general knowledge with most people that want to debate flat Earth, I'd just run rings around them on the basic, simple principles that they don't even understand. How wide is the Earth? They ain't got a clue. How deep is the Earth to its core? What is the temperature of the Earth's core? They don't know any of these answers. And the minute you start to realise, actually, someone else taught me this, and I actually don't know if this is true or not. It's that biblical moment where ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set ye free. I think God wants the world to know what's going on, and we're going to find out what the churches were actually used for, if they're actually hospitals, and the frequencies caused by those grand, I don't know, it's not even grand, is it? It's beyond grand. Those organs. I think the shape of the church and the angles of the cornerstones inside of them, reverb. I've only ever had one experience of it, and it's gone now, but it was like an auditorium effect. I stood on a circle outside of a church and spoke at a bench. The bench was shaped like a half moon, but it wasn't a small bench, it was a big stone seating area bench, like a amphitheatre. That's it, it's an amphitheatre, that's what I'm thinking of. And my voice was amplified purely by the two cornerstones on the end of that bench. It sent my voice back at me, and I'm not kidding you, it was like my voice was coming up from underneath me and around the back of my head. That's what it sounded like. And it was almost like I was talking, not talking into a pipe, but a pipe sound effect to the. It was like 3D with speakers on my own voice. It was like hearing my own voice in my head. It was the strangest thing. And the only time I've experienced it indoor, and I'm sure it's, again, the acoustics have a lot to do with it. I was sat at a table with the Prince's Trust, and there was like 30 people. It was a big table in a hotel, and it only happened with the person sat exactly opposite me. Everybody else spoke. It was just like being in a room with people. But every time this woman spoke in front of me, her voice was projected right into my head. And as soon as she started talking, you know when you go to a dog like that, and the dog twists its head. That's what my head did. I was like, when she started talking. And at first I was thinking she had some type of microphone. And I was going, can you hear that? Did you hear that? Everyone like sat either side of me and going, wow, what's that? I don't forget about it. Carry on. She carries on talking. But when I said, did you hear that, to the people either side of me, the same effect happened to her. And she was looking at me like the dog with his head on his side. And then between us, as we started talking, the cymatics, honestly, it was like, I can't even explain it. It was like your voice was brightened inside your own head. And she spoke, I spoke, we're both looking at each other doing the puppy dog thing. And then we both looked up, and above me, if you can imagine like half a tennis ball cut into the ceiling, a big one. It covered the whole table. It was as wide, the diameter of it is as wide as the table that 30 people, round table that people were sitting at. So it was a big circle. And then what they did was take another half a tennis ball and slot it inside that one with a gap. So when you spoke, your voice travelled up through the two tennis balls, and it only affected the person sat opposite you. Not anyone on either side. The others couldn't do it. It was such a strange experience. Yeah, well, that happened. Right, let's do some investigation, shall we? Hey, 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 hey. Tra la 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 la, tra la 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 la. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. Do you remember that? The banana bunch, taking us back in time. Okay, so let's close this music window down. Let's go over to my fair use window. Oh, that's not the right school pic. Where's mine? There it is. Right, how's that picture look? Oh, it needs moving, doesn't it, boys and girls? 1 second. That's strange, that, isn't it? Fade it in, there we go. Have you memorised these pictures yet? You should do so. Hey up, where's fair use? Hey, where's my oh, there it is. Excess of copyright material may under certain circumstances be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching and research without the need for permission from or payment to the copyright holder. To the noddy holder. Let's flick to the last one we was on, which was Diane Craig, 2 first names, DC. We've got DC code, ACDC, Antichrist, Devil's Child. Let's come over to chat. I didn't come over and say hello, did I? Let's go back. Who was the first one in? Pushkin! Pushkin came first. D. Byers came second. Welcome, D. Byers. Rainy Days in the house, like chick. Andy Violins in the house. Denise. Hello, Denise. How you doing, darling? Is it morning there? It is, right? It's early morning over there in Australia. Over there, not under there. Did you notice that? No Freudian slips. Freudian slips. Freud was a woman. Shut up. Into, welcome sunshine, how you doing mate, many blessings. Chris is there, yeah, alright mate. Suicide mission, yeah, let's play Call of Duty, he said. Lose all your swag, he said. On the first turn, we went straight into a game and got mullered. He went, there's someone coming, there's a squad on us. I went, where? As he said it, he's looking at me, not even looking at the window, he just came in with the squad coming in behind him. Yeah, that was fun. They did get us up though, so there's always that. And then Chris stole the gold bars off the guy who gave him back his backpack. You greedy, greedy so-and-so. Caroline Preston's in the house. Cappers! Alright, darling, how we doing? Did I miss anyone? No, I don't think I did. Oh, I missed Weston. Hello, mate. How you doing? Many blessings, pal. Hummingberg. Oh, Hummingberg's out there. Hello, Angie. How you doing, chicken? Normal Karen's there. Hello, Normal Karen. And that's it. I think I don't miss anyone. Right, we're going to look at, who's this? Experienced corporate officer. Ooh, what does that mean? Manager. President and CEO with an extensive history in the automotive industry. He's a car dude, is he? Let's have a look at them hands, because those hands are just... That is a thick wrist. Look at the size of that watch. That right there is one of them big, chunky, what do you call them? Breitling. Is it a Breitling? One of those really big, massive men watches. Have I played GTA? No, I don't really like GTA. I've got to be honest with you, Agent D. It never appealed to me. I did play it a little bit, but I know the online's different. It is in all games, right? But I've never really played it online either. I never got up to a standard that I liked playing. But DMZ, absolutely love playing DMZ. Right, let's have a look. Is that the wife? That's an egghead. That's a perfect example of what we know as the T5, and it looks just like Vic Capes there. Look at that. There's Vic Capes, not Vic Capes. Vic Reeves. Vic Reeves. I meant Rob Cape. No, that's his brother. Bob Mortimer. Oh my gosh. Oh, I am getting old. Right, so there's Vic Reeves doing Lloyd Grossman. Clues in the name. And then take a look at this head. Ready? Un, deux, trois. Right back to it. They love to take the mickey out of each other. Look at the thickness of this wrist. That is a thick wrist, right? That's not dainty. That's a male bone in there. It's a Lex Luger lariat. Let's have a look at his face. We're done. Double pronged Adam's apple right there. That one, when I got to Sandra Bullock and the double pronged Adam's apple was on show, just the look on Kate's face, I was dying, absolutely dying, because there's no denying it. Straight out of Kate's own mouth, she said that FTMs don't look like men, they're too pretty. I went, exactly, too pretty, because they can't get rid of those close set eyes, the coffee bean eyes versus the 1,000-yard stare. Look at it, the teeth difference, the length of the neck. Look at that double pronged Adam's apple in there, corrugated neck. All of the CEOs around the world, it don't matter which big company you go to, whether it's Apple, Sony, Nintendo, it don't matter, because I've already gone and looked at all the big CEOs are part of the club. That's how you control the world, right? You control every facet of money, entertainment, power. Oh, crumbs. My TV's going to turn off. You control every aspect of people's lives, and media being the strongest outlet for all of this, right? Every lie that you have practiced. Remember, you were brought up by the TV, same as me. Your documentaries, your space voyages, it don't matter. Those people put those things in front of you to compound a lie. Just like, what was his name? Hamish Harding. Images. Is there more pictures of him now? I found the one I wanted though, didn't I? I got the gate. That was the end of. Dude. And that also looks like a dude, doesn't it? Look at the size of that lollipop head. Oh, there we go. The submarine dude. I already said that was just a coffin, right? It was bollocks. But there was a picture posted earlier on. Deep sea submersible. Oh, why didn't I do it? Right, I'll spell the last three letters. There you go. Deep sea. So the original one would be the Trieste, right? The what did they call him that went to? He was another one that went to space. Who was the one in the hot air balloon? Augustus Picard. So he went up, and the other one went down in the Trieste to the deepest part. Apparently, the Trieste went down to the what do you call it? Hello, Kim. Frank Gallagher. I've done Frank. I've definitely done Frank. I did him just recently as well. Just recently. So we're looking at deep sea submersibles, right? Now, here's theirs. Here is theirs, right? This is what they went down in, apparently. 4 blokes in a fart tube went down to the bottom of the ocean, or a mile under, in that little thing. But there it is, right? Let's get another picture of it. I like that one. Right, take a good look at that. Take a good look at that. Right, this is their deep sea submersible, right? And this would be your bog standard deep sea submersible. Now tell me, I'm not talking about the shape. There's a difference in these two submarines. Can you tell me what it is that's not in this picture, but is in that picture? For going down to the depths of the ocean, where sunlight, bearing in mind sunlight doesn't reach past, is it 100 feet? Sunlight can't penetrate past 100 feet. So what is the difference in this submersible picture? It's not about having people in it either. There's a difference. It's still a submersible, right, that goes down to the bottom of the ocean. Not like these ones. These ones stay in the top 100 feet, right? These little domes, they stay in like 100 feet of water where they can see, look. They ain't going down nowhere. But this one, look. This one goes down to the bottom of the ocean, apparently. This is the one that went after him, is it? Oh, that's the one that went after him, apparently, to find them. So the US confirmed with this that they blew up the window. You think the window's the main difference? I don't know if that's a manned craft, actually. Okay, how's that? Is that better? There's another submarine, deep water. There's another submarine in deep water. Yeah, deep water. Yeah. What's wrong with this submarine? I can't believe I didn't see it. I've thought about it's not going anywhere and the story's bollocks, but I missed this point. I didn't stop to think about the situation. What's the difference? Come on. Between this one and all other deep sea submersibles, there's a difference. What's the difference? It is a cartoon, I agree. There we go, into got it. The lamps, the lights, the bloody lights. It's going to the bottom of the ocean, darkest part of Earth, right? Coldest, darkest part of Earth, bottom of the seabed. That one looks like Nemo, you're right. But that's not what we was looking at. The main difference is those lights. Look, they go into the bottom of the ocean. Which lights? And it's not exactly a small set of lights. If you look at them, all of these deep sea submersibles have multiple large LED lights, etc. Yes, Stephen Hague, exactly. Lights is the difference. These ones that go in shallow water, cartoon, but they don't need the lights unless they're going in a cave, right? But these submersibles with people in need lights, especially at those depths. There is no way on this God-given flat earth that that thing went down without a full rack of lighting, which of course is going to consume power, right? Especially high-powered ones. But yes, boys and girls, the lights were missing. Right, let's go back. We're looking at Diane Craig, DC, 2 first names, and a DC code. Is that the wife? That must be the wedding day. It is. Gary McDonald, son of Donald, at the registry. I've just got one question. Whose eyes are further apart? And this is a tall man, allegedly, right? I'd expect way more brow bone, not the flat 5 head, the T-file 5 head versus the sloping 4 head. I mean, we've all seen enough 5 heads now, T-file heads, to last a lifetime, correct? And it oh my feckin' weird! Who is that? I'm not one. But that one in particular. Fish story right there. This one ain't passing either. Look, doing a Madrano hand sign with your big male palm. Look at the size of that palm. When we talk about she had man hands, we're talking about the size of the palm. For all biological women out there, you place your hand out with your fingers together in front of you. You have a very slim and narrow hand with fingers that taper 90% of the time. Male versus female hands. There it is. For those of you that don't know the difference, men's palms are absolutely huge, right? When a man slaps you, you know you've been slapped by a man's hand compared to a woman's. Look at the difference. The finger size, look, the bones of the fingers. Of course, the ring finger being longer. This is why we put the ring on this finger many, many moons ago. In days of old, they wanted to make sure that you were marrying the right person. So the ring finger goes on this finger because a male's ring finger is longer than his index, and a woman's are either the same, like this one is, or the index finger is longer. And that's a male different. They can tell if you're a male hand or a female hand when they find a hand. And this has always been the case, right? But if you grow a woman to 7 foot plus, like Shaquille O'Neal and them, this ratio stays the same, but the hand becomes the same size as this male hand. A normal male hand, if you like. It doubles in size, right? Because you've doubled the size of the woman. But this ratio still remains. Look, heterosexual is a female hand. Homosexual is the ring finger. I mean, someone's taking the mickey there because forensics says it's the male whose fingers look like this, not what that just said. But when it comes to these hands and the fingers, where are we? There. Red Indians, when they greet each other in olden days, used to place the palm up in front of each other and say, how? For the very same reasons. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. A woman whose teeth are too far apart. But there you go. So when looking at these huge man hands, the first thing I look for is the palm to see how big it is. it's a good indicator along with the ring finger, because these can sometimes be wrong on the right people, right? I've met proper men with fingers the same. I've met proper women with a ring finger longer. It's a secondary marker. This is not a primary marker. The body has many secondaries, the primary being the hips, we know this. But when the secondaries start adding up, i.e. sloping male forehead, brow bone, deep set far apart eyes, male cheekbones, square jaw, long humerus bone, thick humerus bone, look at the thickness of it. When these secondaries start adding up, we don't need to see the hip because there are too many secondaries. The principle is, what was it that Bad Astrid used to say? Oh yeah, Bad Astrid used to say, the principle remains the same. My wife has got a square jaw. Yes, she's female, she's still your wife, but she's got a square jaw. She'll have closer eyes, she'll have all the other things. You can't see the heads, can you not? No, dang it. Why is that moving on these pictures? It's really annoying me. Fade. There you go. So, when secondaries add up to anybody with forensic skills, it's a cause for concern, right? Because you know you're being deceived. Do you know who I thought that was for a split second? I thought it was Gates's husband, Melinda, or whatever you call him. That one. I thought that was Gates's husband for a second. It's funny because the CEO, look at the size of him, look at his coat and everything. And this one, big problems with that hand. Look at the size of that palm. Seriously, that hand is dominating this picture, that forearm is dominating this picture. They both got male necks, they both stand head and shoulders above most of the men in the room. Again, it's that moment of clarity of being able to recognise a woman with closer eyes, a sloping jawline, the pointed chin. Is that Dennis Quaid? Oh my gosh, he is falling apart. She has fallen apart. Look at the female skull, no jawbone, no cheekbone, soft eyes and a flat forehead. Straight off the bat, 4 secondary fails. No Adam's apple, no trachea, 6 secondary fails. And that's just a skull check. Dun, 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 dun. Craig Douglas Perry, that's not who we're looking for. Right, I don't think we're going to find a gate on your CEO, Diane Craig. Walking. I wonder if he's related to Daniel Craig, the actor. Oh, there may be a gate. Oh, it's a dude. It's a dude. Oh, just look at them legs. You're kidding me. Look at those visceral legs with huge muscle gouges in them. Size of the feet, length of the arm. Look. Remember, it's bending at the elbow. Look. If it straightened its arm out, it'd be down here somewhere. Yeah, that's all you're going to get. That's not going to be a meme. You got no chance. I'm not making that into a meme. But look at the woman in the background. Look at the female Q line right there, look. On another CEO. You see, it's not just the men that are playing women. The women are playing men. And it's always been this way. Same as it ever was. A man, look at him. Deep set eyes. Look at the brow bone. That one looks like a dude. Oh, that is him. Is that him as well? That is him. Look at the jawline. It's a diesel, an absolute diesel of a dude. The head is a cinder block, a bowling ball, whatever you want to call it. It's massive. A chupa chop lolly on a stick. But when the women, the neck measures up to the skull. The skull does not measure up to the neck on a man. It's always bigger in the real people. Right, that's as much as you're going to get on that one because there ain't no pics. Benny Johnson, son of Man Code. Beneful Benny Johnson is a political communist. Well, let's have a look, see what pictures we've got. Right, this ain't happening. Look, I'm out of here. Got no chance. Next, Anouk Amy. Oh, for I think this is for Claudine. Bonsoir, mademoiselle. Let's open up. Actually, is it an actress? Nicole Francois Florence Dreyfus, known professionally as Anouk Amy, 2 first names. Anouk is a French actress, okay? From the 70s, we're going to go looking. And I'm done straight away. On the eyes alone, I'm done. It's a man. Wide at the forehead, wide at the cheekbone, wide at the jawbone. A diesel. Look how square that jaw is. Looks nothing like a woman's. It doesn't slant inward. There's a woman. Look, no jawbone, no nothing. Soft eyes. And there's the male jawbone looking back at you. I don't see other transvestigators talking about FTM school 5 heads while it's a giveaway implying... Yeah, of course it is. I told you, I took a lot of other people's informations, Agent D. Mr. E, Michelle, German Vids. I took loads of information from heaps of different trainers and teachers. But I took the best parts of what they taught me. And then I found out my own markers, the flamingo foot, etc., to describe these things, the 5 head. Because it was a noticeable tell that I knew if I taught you guys the same tells, you'd see it as quick as I do. Look, the corrugated throat, the double-pronged Adam's apple, the male jaw and bone and skull is so much wider than the neck. And that neck is not small, right? That is not a small, narrow neck. The other big tell is a man's neck looks like a tree trunk. Look, it just erupts from the shoulders, look, straight up. A woman's concaves inward, like a vase, like the neck of a vase. It concaves in more. Again, due to the fact that her skull is smaller and lighter. The bone of woman is not as dense as the bone of man. Women, girls, females break bones quicker than males do. I'm not saying that you don't have strong bones. That's nonsense. It's not like that film Glass. But what I'm saying is, from the study I've done, your bones are lighter and more hollow, if you like, than a male's bone density. When you weigh the 2 skeletons side by side, you end up always with the male weighing more, simply because of his bone density. It doesn't even have to be height. More height is going to have more weight and density. But there you go. We are looking at Anouk Amy giving his... Look at the size of that fucking hand! His fingers are curled over. Straighten them fingers up, look. His hand's bigger than his head. He's a big-handed dude, that's for sure. And it's game over right there. That's game over right there. Anouk Amy. You're a dude till the cows come home. Straight legs, knees are together, and there's a space between the 2 feet. That's it, game over. All of the countries around the world, Italy, Germany, Japan, it don't matter where we go, all the actors and actresses in the club. It's a big club and we ain't in it, I'm telling you now. And even like for Kate, who I met earlier on, she's not in the club, right? Because they did that to themselves. It doesn't make them like these people, right? These people know the world is flat. These people know dinosaurs are fake. These people know that space does not exist. They have a different education to the one we have, and they walk around as if they're gods, just like Bevy says. They believe they're demigods, right? And what they've done to themselves. And then normal people, again I say normal, biological people, follow suit and do it as well, thinking it's normal. Normal again. Well, what's normal in this day and age? Natural. There you go. Thinking it's natural. That's a better word to use. Nature. Nature creates as is on a Mandelbrot set. This one can, with his sperm, can impregnate a female, get her pregnant, and create a clone or a Mandelbrot of himself. Right? That for me is cloning. God already sussed cloning. It's called giving birth. You cloned yourself. Right? You can clone yourself. As for someone else cloning you, I don't believe it. I don't believe that God's biological laws allow it. They can talk about all these things in movies and all the rest of it, but in real life I don't see it. Like the Swire syndrome and the other two things, that the hermaphrodites, I don't see it. I just see this. The whole lie is to pervert the course of nature. Not just, well, justice has been perverted, but the whole lie that this is about is to pervert the course of nature. Nature comes from the one natural creator, whoever that is. I can't tell you his name. All I know is that this world exists because of him, the Almighty High, whatever it is, whether it's a spirit, an incandescent person, whatever it is that I'm looking at, when I go and meet him, whatever it is that I meet is going to be beyond anything I could ever imagine, and what these people have put in my head of what heaven may be or may not be. I'm going to be in awe when the time comes, when I meet God. I can't wait. Honestly, I can't. Right, Anouk Amy. That looks a little bit suspicious. Anouk. That is quite the package. We're going to take that and I'm going to have a look at it, because that is not a fluffy bush. The amount of people who say to me, that's just a fluffy bush. Yeah, of course it is, mate. I was going to say that's Robert Wagner, but it's not, is it? Oh, it's the other one who I've covered already. I'm sure I've done a new Amy. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. This is over. I ain't even typed walking in. Is that you there? It is. Dun, 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 dun. I want a cleaner picture. One more full gate, please. Dun, 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 dun. Only one of those is a woman. Alright, knackers, we'll just take that one. One. Two. Naked pervert. Yes! Yes, I did. Makes you want to puke, right? Do you know what? What really gets me is that, you know, the pictures must be set up, because I would never dream of taking young children anywhere near naked old men. Did you see the one with the three men in leather bondage gear and the leather dog masks all on their hands and knees? Just, I was just like, Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Right, I need a face and I can't see one in there. I might just tell. Actually, here we go. Let's take that one. Anouk, Amy, 2 first names. Have I ever found anyone that's real? No, I haven't. They don't exist unless you want to count Giselle's sister. I primarily look at EGI. Right, these are the people that I'm bothered about. I'm not bothered about low levels. None of that bothers me. All I'm bothered about are these people. When I say to someone with my book, that guy up the road, whatever, they don't care. What they care about is their false idols. Messi, Stallone, Janis Joplin. These are the ones that people care about. Once you examine the 2 skeletons under your own steam, when you understand there are only 2 skeletons in the world, male and female, and you understand the differences in the ratios and spectrums of the face, eyes, teeth, etc., there's no more tomfoolery, is there? Because there are sex differences in the skulls, the male and female skulls. When a Chinese man dies in America, the Americans don't call Chinese forensics. When an American dies in Germany, the Germans don't call for an American forensics. They can do it themselves because they all know there are only 2 skeletons, male and female, throughout the board. Weird. We are looking at the human body in a skeletal form, and the difference, the skull size alone breathes that you're looking at a much denser bone on the top, right? This is a much bigger skull than that one, look. The occipital bump at the back here, look, is much more pronounced on a man and curves inward more. The woman's is flatter and rounder at the bottom than a man's, simply because of the denseness of cheekbones connecting to, where is it? I just seen the picture. To the mastoid. Cheekbone to the mastoid there. Connection here, where the ears are, look, and the mastoid joins in here, the terminator bit, the mastoids. It's much more pronounced on a male. In the pictures, look. This huge gap between cheekbone and skull, look, is much deeper. The ear hole is bigger, look, on a man than it is a woman, and placed higher, lower, sorry, the woman's is placed higher up because it's nearer to the eye than the man's is. All these things I learned by going and studying. I ask that all of you go and learn the stuff that I teach, because I had to go and read, and I don't read very well. I can read, I just don't take in the information when reading. I like when I was taught how to do this, it was someone's voice on the end of a microphone, like you're listening to me. I was listening to Mr. E and other teachers, and that's how I prefer my information to come, audibly and visually. I never thought I'd end up doing this as a hobby, let alone coming online and talking to you all about it. I never expected for things to pan out this way, and it was all caused by legal name. Right, Anouk Umi is a man. I'm done. I never expected for this to be a love of mine. I didn't think I'd love the human skeleton as much as I do, learning about it. I always thought it'd be magic and balloons. I did. I always thought it would be that, and like as my main interest. And now when people are like, do some balloons, do some magic, I'm just like, don't want to. Right, Mirko Cro Cop. This was one of my favourite MMA fighters of all time. He comes from Russian Spetsnaz, apparently. So there's an answer, right, straight away, that this is an ex-Russian soldier with short arms. Look where his arms end. Look where his wrists are. Above the crotch, look. Like Hitler, when Hitler crosses his arms cross here. Nosy posted a picture on it the other day. When he puts them, instead of being able to cover up his balls, right? This person's going to have major problems covering up his balls. But yeah, when I was into MMA, this was one of my favourite fighters. I believe the story that he was ex-Spetsnaz. He's absolutely huge. When in reality, I'm looking at a really large woman. It explains Bruce Lee's kicking ability, right? When you know that Bruce Lee's a girl, you understand why he could kick so high and quick. Because of the smaller, lighter frame, it gave Bruce Lee speed. Which is what a woman has over a man, because her bones are lighter. She has a smaller skeleton, lower centre of balance than a man. Women are more flexible, etc. Two different fighting types, right, between the male and female. Remember, this is just muscle on a woman, right? Look at the size of this Popeye muscle. It's tiny. Remember the other day when they had their arms? Oh, there is a picture of him there, look. And there it is, look, the Popeye muscle. Look, the Popeye muscle. And it's bigger at the bottom, the bingo wing. This is the bingo wing of a woman. Same on this side, look. He's got wonky nipples. Look at his nipples. They're not even in the same time zones as each other. When I lift my arms up like that, my muscle stretches. In fact, who was the fighter we looked at the other day? What was that fighter called? It wasn't Ronda Rousey. Who was it? Can anyone remember? Female. It doesn't matter, we'll just pick anyone. Images. Flexing. There, we're done. This is what my arms look like. When I was at the gym, I couldn't understand why I had these long muscles. I wanted the big bulging one with the saggy chicken wing. Where's the chicken wing, right, on this woman? Where is my bingo wing? Right there. Where is it? Right? Because I'm looking at a man with straight lines, huge upper body strength, look. In comparison to, take a look at the length on this muscle. The bone is huge, right? We come back to Mirko Cro Cop, and you got these tiny little pouches, Popeye muscles, look. It's this bit, the bingo wing, that makes you think that this is a big arm, but it's not. It's a female. Look, with small muscles. She's a big female. I'll give you that. She can fight. I'll give you that. And you put a real male counterpart in against Mirko Cro Cop, like this one. Same fighting ability, same size, and the upper body strength on these shoulders. Look at them shoulders. And then the length of that muscle, it's upper body. This one does not have upper body strength, look. Once you start looking at these people, it looks real enough, I agree. But in reality, look, that's a pudgy woman, look. Where is your visceral six-pack? Why are your shoulders not just extending off your arm, off your arms, extending off your shoulders? Why? Because I've got sloping shoulders, look, that fall into the arm. This is why bra straps fall off women's shoulders. But again, I loved this fighter. I absolutely thought he was the dog's bollocks, look. When in fact, I'm looking at a Russian woman, not a man. It's just smoke and mirrors. Look at the dial M. Look at the dial M in her forehead. You know, she fooled me for a long time, this one. Mirko Krokop, ex-Russian Spetsnaz. Solid. But what I'm looking at are two women pounding themselves to death. There's quite a few people. Boxers died in the ring. A few put in comas, etc. So these are women that are doing this to themselves. I remember that boxer in the 90s, I don't know if he did literally die in the ring fighting Chris Eubank, right? Chris Eubank killed him. Here. If it's a true story. If it even happened. Again, it might even be, I'm just, oh, now you've got me. Who was a boxer who died in the ring in the 90s? UK boxer dies in ring. Eubank. I think his name's Stephen something. Nick Blackwell, flatline, died after denounces Eubank's reaction. Or Christian, no, that's not it. Boxer Eubank. In second tragedy, Chris Eubank, who last year left an opponent paralysed with severe damage, that's who we're looking for, in February 1992. Michael Watson. Well, there you go. 33 straight away in Michael Watson's names. And then you've got the son of Mancode as well. Michael Watson. A Watson. I know a few of them. Professional boxer. 58 years old. No, that's not him then, is it? It's not Michael Watson. Who was the one that died? Look at Steve Collins, how close. It's two first names. Look how close together Steve Collins' eyes are. No brow bone, flat forehead, dial M for Mongos, small dentures, screaming woman. Same with Chris Eubanks, close set female eyes, flat forehead, cone head look, rounded jawbone. Nigel Benn, two first names. The Dark Destroyer they called her. It's every single one of them. Every single one of them. I can't find who the boxer was. Who was it who died? Does anyone know out there? Nobody knows. It's not Michael Watson. It was someone else. He's still alive by the look of it. Born. Yeah, he hasn't died. So this one's still alive. Same problem though, right? Close set eyes. I can't remember what the name was. Oh, Eubank's crying. What happened to Michael Watson 30th anniversary? Oh, he is dead then. She is dead. Oh, look, she got a medal for doing it though. She got a medal doing it. Oh, did she leave him in a coma and he come out of it? Did this person know? Michael Watson at peace with the man in sport that altered his life forever. So Michael Watson didn't die. He was put in a coma. Which was the one that died? One of them died in the ring against Eubank, I'm sure. Gerald McLean. Is that the one that died? Gerald, the name don't ring a bell. McLean. Boxer. Is that the one that died? What's going on there? Surely that's been photoshopped. That's not real, surely, Gibbs. This is the one that died, is it? Or was the last fight due to brain injuries? Yeah, this is the one. You're right. Thank you, Stephen. We're looking at Gerald McClellan. Look, necrotic nipples. No, I've seen more meat on a sparrow's kneecap. This is a grade A prime rib boxer, and they've all got fatty little bodies. They have, because a woman retains a subcutaneous layer of fat. Here's another one, look, old chubby chops here. She's got, look, they both got titties. It's Wednesday night and Grandma's got the baps out. Put them away, ladies, you dirty old pair of cow. Look at this dirty old cow looking at the nipples. Like, a bitty titty. We're from the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. But this one apparently died in the ring. There are no pictures. It's a shame. I'd like to investigate. But again, let's go. Can I go back to Michael Watson? just for a quick second. I just want to have a quick look. Because I watched this one. I thought he killed this one as well. I didn't realise he'd done it twice. Apparently this one's in a wheelchair now. If it's true, I told you, if Stevie Wonder can see, if Stevie Wonder's not blind, then why should I believe that Michael Watson, 33 father, with the son of man code in his name, father, is in a wheelchair? Why would I believe any of that? I don't believe that they landed on the moon. It's a fish story. So why would I believe this? It's just another fish story. Everything they concoct, it's there for your subliminal brainwashing, whatever it is that they're talking about. In this case, brain damage. And they can fake it all. They have faked it all. There's nothing new under the sun. Right, let's see if we can get Michael Watson walking real quick. Because he's in a wheelchair, I don't think it's going to happen. Even the referee has got some yeah, they're all female. The ringman, the medics, the doctors, the security guards, everyone involved in boxing is female. Same with the footballs. If you put one natural person, right, if you put one natural man, a good boxing man, with a solid pair of shoulders, etc., he would flatten every single male boxer in every division virtually. He would. He'd nail them all. I don't care what anybody says. The woman becomes meaty. I agree. She looks like a man. I agree. But underneath that muscle, and bearing in mind it's female muscle, not male muscle, totally different. It's not visceral. It contains body fat. The minute you put them against natural, biological man with boxing, with pugilistic skills, it's game over. I don't care what anyone says. It's game over. She might be fast, she might be agile, but the first punch off the upper body strength that connects with the female chin, this is what we're talking about. This is a smaller skull, a smaller, lighter skull. When that male connects to this chin, it's lights out. I've seen it in tons of barroom fights. I've seen 6'6" men go down like a sack of shite from a smaller man who connects upper body strength to the chin, even on a male jawbone. When it gets rocked, when that chin is rocked, it rocks the brain inside the skull. And that's the end of it. Lights out. The minute the brain touches the skull, it's night night. Impact, power, it all comes from the male, not the female. I'm not saying that a woman can't fight. I'm not saying a woman couldn't beat a man in a fight. They can. But when you make the playing field level, same skill set, same size, male and female, male wins. Don't care what you say. It's the same in nature. I see a female Bigfoot. If it's even a real person, I don't know. We don't see many real people on our searches, do we? The men have all got flat foreheads, close set eyes, small dentures, very, very pretty, smouldering eyes with tiny little ears, look, dial M for Mongos, male pattern baldness on women. Yeah, there's no pictures of Michael Watson walking, apparently, or at least there's very few. Oh, that's after the so-called accident. Right, I'm done. All boxers are girls. Until someone can prove otherwise, I'll stick with the fact that I recognise a female skeleton when I see it. This is the effect of testosterone and weightlifting on a woman. This is the effects of it. The male equivalent, look, there's no six-pack. Again, all pudginess, look. I can even see, that looks like that is a mastectomy scar. Can you see it? Right there, along this bit. This is the effect of steroids on a woman. No six-pack, look. But in this picture, well, what's going on there? A Photoshop, perhaps? It's got wonky nipples, necrotic Bergen nips. And again, where's your six-packs, lads? if you are. Look at them titties. Look at them itty bitty nipple titty committee. And burger nips here. You got the itty bitty titty nipple committee, and then you got the burger nips on the other side. This has been going on for a long time. Female hip indent. Again, female hip indent here. This is just, it's fat. Look at that nipple. Get off my screen. That's gross. The FTMs are the harder ones to accept, I agree. Simply because you don't think that a woman can be made this big. Or that a man, in the background, these are two men, look. There's a woman, there's a woman. Can be made to look like women. What is that? Oh. It explains Crow Cop's kicks. It's most obvious when MTF women's sports team has tiny FTM coach. Yeah, it does. There's a bigger chance of finding a real picture of women on the internet than a real man. I think you may be right. The pictures finding real men are much, I agree, it's much harder to find the real man, especially in gates. It's easier to have, the pictures I use in my memes, it was easier to find the female gate than it was the male, a real female gate than it was a real male gate. But they are there, they do parade them in places. Certain catwalk models I've seen possess a male gate, but they're not famous, you know, they're not, it's not like looking at Cindy Crawford or I can't think of a male model. Right, Crow Cop, let's have your Crow Cop. See if we've got any gates. This is the hard part with MMA. They're not pictured in the street as much. How many pictures we got? We've got quite a few pics, but I didn't see anything. Is that in there? That's a female step. That's an outward looking foot. Look, lay this foot here, lay it backwards, and it's inline footfall. Is that the only picture of Mirko Crow Cop walking? You've got to be crapping me. Right, I'm going to give you a skull check. It's a female skull. The neck is as wide as the face, look. It's impossible. Absolutely. This is what happens when a woman bulks up. She doesn't get the male trachea. Look, that is not a male shadow casting jaw, is it? Look, subcutaneous laser fat. The sloping shoulders, look. This is when you see a woman's bra strap. You see a woman in a dress, a summer dress, and you see her keep pulling up a bra strap or the strap on the dress. It's because of these sloping shoulders that women get. It falls straight into the arm, and the bra or the strap falls off the shoulder. With a man, with his arms being extended off the body from the shoulder, it's impossible because the bone juts upwards. Where's your bone jutting upwards? I mean, all we got to do is go to female celebrity shoulders. We just need a couple of pictures like this, and there you go. Look at this bow. Like, if someone could explain to me why Kim Kardashian's clavicles are much more prominent than Mirko Crow Cop's. Where are your clavicles, Mirko? Even in this picture, look. No, it's not going to clean up. We just need a nice shot of it. There, no clavicles, look. No clavicles. If someone could explain to me why Kim Kardashian's thick male clavicles are popping out the shoulders. And this is the same for all females, look. The bra strap cannot fall off. Look how far out this fecking bone comes on each side. The bra strap cannot fall over this. Ali Berry has never... Look at them shoulders! Look at them clavicles. Ali Berry has never experienced a bra strap falling off that shoulder look. None of these so-called female celebrities experience this because they've all got male clavicles. The bone comes right out into the arm look and protrudes upwards. However, when looking at MMA superstar, I've got V-shaped clavicles. They slope, look at the shadow sloping inwards, giving the V-line. I never did like V-line shirts, V-neck t-shirts. Always liked a round neck. But there you go. I can't find Mirko Cro Cop walking. There were no pic. I'm gutted because I really wanted to do this one. Let's see if we can catch him elsewhere. You never know. That's the only picture of Mirko Cro Cop walking. Again, he's not the biggest MMA star, right? He was big, but he wasn't like Chuck Liddell or any of the big names. Matt Hughes, Georges St. Pierre, right there. That looks like George's. It is. Canadian woman, great fighter, back in the day. Anderson Silva, what a fighter. Look at them cauliflower lugs. I don't know which country you come from, but your women are ugly. Right, that's all I can give you. There's no gates. I've got one last shot at airport, and I doubt it. Yeah, it's not happening. And another one, close set eyes look. Never trust a man whose eyes are close set. Small mouth, little bugger lugs, flat forehead. It's shut up about my head. It is normal.
This is the final time that I will say this. Shut up about my head. It is normal. It is a nice head. It does not look like a sodding tic-tac.
So it looks like a sodding tic-tac. Another big tell when looking at these meatheads, because that's what you're looking at. You're looking at a meat-headed woman look. Beetlejuice. It looks the part, but under scrutiny, especially using forensics, they literally fall apart in your eyes. I can't find any gates. That's the closest I'm going to get, apparently, to Mirko Cro Cop. Is that him? Please be you. Oh, you little beauty. It's just off to Canter, though. But we got some more. Wow, airport's giving me a load of them. Let's have a quick look-see. See what we got. That's in line. Flamingo foot. Give me a full mint, Mirko. I dare you. No. Gutted. I thought I had him for a split second. See, in reality, he's not that big, really, is he? Look. It's the cameras that make it look like a big man rather than a big woman. And again, because we've never seen these big women, if we saw them all the time, it would kind of spoil the illusion. It's why they can't put a real guy up there, right? You can't put a real guy in the ring because he's going to beat all these women up. And someone's going to notice the difference in muscle tone, arm, etc. Power. And it comes down to power. I've already done David Tennant. Kim, already done David Tennant. We did all the doctors anyway. Right, Cro Cop gone next. John Brzenk, arm wrestler. Right, chances of getting this person walking, slim to negligible. I've got a complimentary mercenary photo. Oh, wall. Exactly. Let's have a look-see. This one's got the old huge arm. I've seen this one as well. I don't know who that is. Oh, it's Devon Larat. I was watching one of these not long back, and it was this person, Devon. And I was wondering, are these FT? That is some close set eyes, I'm telling you now. But we're looking at John Brzenk, who He's a professional arm wrestler, no less. There are no gates. I can't see. Oh, maybe. Who's that? Oh, that's a woman all day long. What's wrong with his... Just the whole posture. There's tilted shoulder. The way that knee is swinging. It's not punching. Houston, we have a problem. Dennis Siplinenkoff. Never heard of him. Meathead. I see a meathead. Mm. 63 cent. Look, that I've got problems. I got Popeye muscles, right? They look big. I'll give you it, but it's vertical, not horizontal. Where's my... Just close that window. No, there you go. There's horizontal. Look at the length, this muscle. Look at the length of it. Only when looking at your bodybuilder here, your arm wrestler, I've got major problems. Because that looks like bingo wing to me. It looks like short arm, bingo wing, FTM. We've seen it many... Short arms. He's got really short arms. He's got Betty Boop lips. I want to kiss her. Is it wrong? Father, it's me, Father. I didn't mean it, Father. I was just joking. Again, something looks totally wrong in that picture, right? Let's see if we can get him walking. No. This one's going up the Swanee. Again, T-Rex arm, Popeye muscles. I don't see a male arm. Stallone did a film about it. There's no way they didn't touch this sport. That looks like... I can't think of it. It looks like someone, sorry. For the life of me, I can't think of who it is. Yeah, we're not getting this one. What's that down there? That caught my attention. Top arm wrestlers. Well, if the top bodybuilders are women, the top... Oh my gosh, she's got booty, hasn't she? Who's that? Who's that? She's got a bit of a booty on her. I'm having problems! Is this the female equivalent? Humongous! I don't know. We're gonna need gays. You think it looks... You think it looks like Brad Pitt? This one? No. This one, you think he looks like Brad Pitt? He's got a bit of a paunch on him there, hasn't he? Right, I can't do it. There's no gates. Arm wrestlers, you got no chance. Here's another one, Devon Lariat. I think I might have already done Devon, you know. He reminds me of... Picture reminds me of doing him. Oh, we're done. Which one's Devon? That's a girl. That's a girl, flamingo foot. There's a female Bigfoot. And there's ski with legs. There's Devon Lariat there. Right, so what you want to... Right, so... Just under the understanding that we have... oh, we're done. There you go. We're done. Look. We're absolutely done. The Mountain versus Devon Lariat. Did they have a fight or did they have an arm wrestle? Did they really have a fight? They did have a fight. Right, this one's a woman, right? There is no way on God's given flat plane that you let a real man go in against a woman in this realm, because there's only one outcome. This has to be a woman. I have done this one before because I've used it. Do you know what? Let me just have a look on my timeline, see what my timeline says, because I've got a strong recollection I've already done this one. I did have a look at some arm wrestlers way back when. It might be old though. Let's have a look. Devon. Let's have a look. Oh, I put an apostrophe in there. No, Lorat. Is it Lorat? Lorat. Double R, double T. Lorat. Nothing. Right, I remember that picture though. I have seen that picture before that we're looking at. One second, I'm just going to have a look in my back file and see if this one's already been done. Oh no, that's not right. I've gone copied. Right, give me that bloody name. Copy. Paste. Paste. There we go. Search. Right, it doesn't come up on either. That's a woman all day long. I know it is. These three are definitely women. That one especially. Making him a woman. You don't get to stand next to Gregor McClegan and arm wrestle or box him unless you're in the same ballpark like Eddie with titties, looking mean. They're all women. It doesn't matter what you say. So at this point, even with these muscles and forearms, you're not watching real men wrestling apparently. You're watching women do it. Where's your muscles gone now? Why you got sloping shoulders? That picture there has got to be the most damaging. Who's that? Oh, that was the big one. Denis Siplinenkov. Female, elbows out. He looks just like the Incredible Hulk with his T-Rex Popeye muscles, look. T-Rex uppers with Popeye muscles. This is a woman. Where are your bones? Where at what the? He's a big one, isn't he? That one. Is that real? That's got to be deviant art. Surely. Shut up! That's a Photoshop. He wasn't that big. There's no way. Look, he looks like a midget. Shut up! He looks like a midget. Oompa loompa dumpa dee doo. I've got a puzzle for me and you. He looks like an Oompa Loompa. So that picture there is a load of bollocks. That's not real, is it? It's got to be Photoshop. Oh, this was the one with the 63-inch biceps, is it? Where's your muscles? Why has he got... I'm strong to the finish cause I eats me spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. We're not going to find any more gates, but this is over and done with. Complimentary masonry. That's a woman all day long. That reminds me of Antonio. Shout out to Antonio! Soft coffee bean eyes. No brow bone on Eddie Hall. The Beast. The Beast. So, Thor had a fight with Lorat. Thor had a fight with Eddie Hall. It's all big girls. Big girls, don't cry. Because the side effect of drinking testosterone is that it blocks your tear ducts, apparently. I can't confirm this. Look, he's got titties in different time zones. Look at them. Look at this one and look at that one. What is going on there? And this is just plastic surgery, right? Women don't get six packs. It's just a 20 grand plastic surgery job. Right, that's all I can do because there ain't no pictures. I'll tell you what, I give you the benefit of the doubt and go public with him. But that is the only gate shot, I think, right there. There's something seriously wrong on with that picture. It's got to be you. Da 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 da. It looks like he's having his ass handed to him. Mind you, it's all fake, right? None of it's real, so I don't believe anything that they're saying. Is that really a woman's hand? If that's a woman's hand there, looks like it. Female digit ratio, look. That is a big female hand, isn't it? Levan Sanganashvili. Isn't this the one that wore the suit that you made me look at, Agent D? Isn't this the one? No, it's not the one, is it? Who's the one that won't take his coat off and is flexing and all that, but you never get to see the actual raw body? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we got problems here. That's a burger nip. Is that Eddie Hall running? Elbows out. Oh, female all the way. She's a girl. That's the picture I used right there. Elbows out, legs crossed inward. Girl. He was like he was from the Middle East. He had a big beard. And he's got like Arabic robes on. He's doing all these feats with weights and women and stuff. But you never get to see his body. It's like underneath his coat is like an exoskeleton that can lift stuff. I don't know. Right, this ain't happening. Devon Laurat, sorry. No, this one, 11 guys. It's going to be the same again. Arm wrestlers with no that was one we was just looking at with the hand, right? This is the one that we just looked at with the hand. It's a girl. It's a girl to the cows come home. Female hip indent right there. Still wide. Well, look how short that arm is. He couldn't cover up his top of his pubes, let alone his soldier and bits. This one looks like him, but it's not him. This is an arm wrestler. That is a big hand. It is a big hand. Make your willy look like a party sausage. But there is one problem. Both of these two gentlemen, I use the word loosely, have got female digit ratios. The male equivalent of that hand, well, you've already seen male versus female hands. So the male equivalent of that would be even bigger. Yeah, it's all of them. There's no doubt in my mind. Oh my gosh, is that his real body? We're done. It's a woman. Female hip. I've got boobies. What day is it? Oh, it's Thursday now. It's Thursday night. Nana's got her baps out. Put them away, you dirty old cow, Nana. What a mess. Nana, put them away. There are going to be no walking pictures of this woman. I'll be surprised if there are any. All this just to fool us into thinking he's a male arm wrestler. I don't know. Right, rattle pictures. Walking. Well, whoever suggested these, they're all women. I just don't have any gates, and I'm not. You know what I'm going to tell you, right? I can't be arsed to go looking for them. But if you go and find the gates for each of these arm wrestlers, Devon Laurat and the others, if you go and find their gates that don't exist for me, in video, that's where you're going to find them, in videos, send them to me, and I will make you the meme for your wrestlers, your arm wrestlers. But until that day, all you're going to get is a skull check out of me. Next, Freddie Prinze Jr. Do you know what? I've got a strong recollection of doing this one. Let's get rid of that one. Yeah, I've already done it. When did I do it? April 27th last year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 female gates. I'll tell you what, I'll retweet it for you. There you go. Freddie Prinze has been retweeted. Right, I'll tell you what. I'm nearly out of requests. Let's go to requests and give me your Wednesday night breakdown, please, boys and girls. Should we have some? Let's have some tunes on. Thank you very much to the Breaking Copyright channel for your royalty-free music. You know we love it. Let's go back.
evolutionary process going on, but mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
Mike. Right, there we go. That's plenty. Right, thank you, boys and girls. Mallory Everton. I've already done it the other day. That's why it said resume journey. Some of them I've already done. But I'm going to go play some Call of Duty, boys and girls. I'll be back tomorrow with some memes in the after sesh. Or I'll see you tomorrow night for Thursday night live requests, where I will continue to search to find one natural person in celebrities. But until then, God loves you. You were born in an inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy world. Thanks for watching. Good night.